Mhm.
Nintendo didn't show anything new for Ocarina of Time. They just show like Link in there laying
Mhm.
on his bed, and that was it.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Nintendo Direct down the line for this specific remake. It's their biggest game this year. But
Mhm.
yeah, I can see why people in the Nintendo community can be disappointed with this Direct. It isn't my case. I don't share that opinion. I think this Direct was pretty cool.
Mhm.
But I can see why some people can be disappointed because we did wait like 9 months for this particular Nintendo Direct. So it was like 9 months of radio silence. And then you come out and show us the games we already know that are coming, like
Yeah.
Dog's Blood and Fire Emblem, Star Fox. So we already know about all those games. And then the only new game per se you show is Ocarina of Time, and it is a remake. It is exciting because it's one of the best Legend of Zelda games, but still we kind of knew about it. So yeah, I think that took away a lot of the excitement from this particular direct.
Yeah, and that was my
Mhm.
kind of main
Mhm.
complaint about the direct is that the majority of the showcase was basically showcasing games that either came out up to 5 years ago. We're getting, like, Devil May Cry 5, which is an 8-year-old game at this point, and we're getting, like, Lies of P, Metaphor, ReFantazio,
Yeah, that's also another point I saw people discussing in like on Reddit, Nintendo related subreddits. They were saying like I didn't purchase a Nintendo Switch for I don't know 4-year-old ports or 5-year-old
Mhm.
ports. I
Yeah.
mean it's nice that we have those kind of games, but to have a Nintendo Direct after 9 months of radio silence and the majority of the games you're showing me are games that I already played in another console or platform. So yeah, I can see that why people were a little bit frustrated with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will
like I said,
say
that was my main complaint.
yeah,
Hmm.
I will say I think it's harder for Nintendo just because as we've already mentioned, I feel like they try to announce stuff that's coming out later this year. Because like, looking at the list Pat
Yeah.
put together, when you look at release dates, looking at Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcased, a vast majority of those games are 2027 to be determined. Like, hands
Yeah.
down, not a lot this year.
Mhm.
Whereas I feel like Nintendo, they just tried to focus, like a lot of a majority of their announcements were this year games. And I
Yeah.
feel like maybe that's why they're not as exciting because they're not announcing stuff they have planned for next year typically.
Hmm.
It's just like, oh, this
Yeah,
is all we have till the end of the year for the most part
yeah,
in the next 6 months.
I agree
it
with you
is.
And
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
They were very clear about that too. They said this is going to be for the second half of 2026
Yeah,
that
but
Yeah.
majority of these games are going to
usually,
cover.
no, no, and you're right. I mean, they were clear,
Hmm.
but usually they say that and they still show us like something they have for next year. And they kind of did. I
Hmm.
mean, they show us Xenoblade Genesis. It's just that
Yep.
not everybody is into Xenoblade. So for people that are into Xenoblade, well, it was a letdown. For me, it was like
Mhm.
the coolest thing ever. But yeah,
And that was yeah, Genesis is 2027. You're
yeah,
right.
correct.
Okay. But they showed a lot, I felt, for
Hmm.
Genesis. I mean, that was
Hmm.
a pretty beefy trailer they
Yes, it
showed.
was.
It
Mhm.
Yeah,
was.
They didn't just flash a kid sleeping and his hand glowing. Then all of
and
a
yeah,
sudden, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think we're going to still be pleasantly surprised with the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, but obviously they wanted to focus on some things, coming out a little bit sooner.